And I suppose if I'm going to be talking about the hyper feminine girl names, let's talk about like the hyper masculine, very manly baby boy names. Those are the name consultations that intimidate me the most, because I don't think I've ever had a consultation looking for a very masculine baby name where that's what both parents wanted. Usually one of them likes the softer, sweeter, and then the other one wants something very tough and like hard sounding. Can't call it a pattern yet because it's only happened twice, but I've had 2 consultations now where the dad is like Maverick or bust. Like, this baby has to be named Maverick, and the mom is like, no, this baby's not gonna be named Maverick. And she likes like the soft vintage boy's name. And both of those consultations, it's been like within the last 3 months, they've both ended up settling on the name Frederick, which I think dad likes because it sounds like tough and manly, I guess, but it's still like a nice vintage name. 2 other names I've had luck with using is like the middleman names. One's kind of surprising, and that's Griffin. I didn't know that either party would be like excited about Griffin, but people have liked that. They haven't chosen it, but it's been one they're like, okay, yeah, we'll add that to the list. And then Everett. Everett is another one. Sometimes Evander works. Usually Evander appeases like the one who wants the masculine, like a manly man name. It doesn't always appease the person who's liking like the softer vintage names. So it's kind of a little bit of a gamble to suggest that one. Another one of my tricks is suggesting like soft sounding names that belonged to masculine type men. So if you find out he likes video games, try to find a video game character who is like tough and masculine with like a softer name. Or like find a sports boy, like if he likes baseball, you can find like a baseball boy who had a name that you really like. I think especially with like a first kid, a lot of like dads, not to like generalize, they just have trouble imagining the name out of context if they've never known anyone or can't like imagine anyone with that name. It's easy for their imagination to run wild and be like, no, that name's like horrible, and like they can only think of the worst. But if you can give them a positive association, I think that goes a long way in helping them visualize the name like on a real person. Another little trick is if they're okay with nicknames, finding that soft, sweet boy's name that has the tougher nickname. Another one I have a lot of success with, if they're okay with the popular name, moms will love Henry, and then dad's excited. He's like, yeah, we can call him Hank the Tank. Personally, I think Hank is like such a sweet, cute nickname. If you leave the tank part off of it, I think that's so endearing. And I have learned the meanings don't matter. If they want a tough name, they want it to sound tough. Like, they aren't gonna be okay with a soft name that has a tough meaning. It like needs to the ears sound like a tough name.